used to get into like big arguments with one of my good friends who now I think was actually narcissistic. I just couldn't see it at the time.
Yeah.
And we were both attached to being right.
Yep.
And somebody gave me some coaching on it one time. He says, look, if you want to deal with that, all arguments are always about the same thing. It's about being right.
Yes.
He says, if you want no more arguments with this guy, just give up the need to be right.
Yeah.
And he said, the hardest time to do that is when you are right.
I know.
But
Yeah.
I still
He gave that to me.
yeah. So I still gave up the need to be right. And then I actually deferred to him. I said, you know what, you can have this one. I'm happy for you to be right on this, even though I didn't believe that to be true.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to see how, and it totally changed. And he kind of softened because I was giving him what he wanted,
Yeah.
which was to be right. And I look back now, I'm like, yeah, I think he's got a lot of the traits.
Yeah. Yeah. You said something like so life-changing for me, which was not needing to be right, even when you know you're right.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really powerful. So my thing, even though it was being right, my greatest satisfaction, like I said, was making others wrong. And
Yeah.
there's a great quote that is, making another person wrong is a poor man's version of self-worth.
I like that. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I agree with that. So like you said about the agreements, I have standards. I
Yeah.
have values, and then I have standards that I live by. So my number one value in life is peace. And so my standard is to not allow in any unnecessary, unfiltered aggression, conflict, anger, which my life is largely peaceful. Sure,
Yeah.
there's moments of friction that come in,
Mm.
but that is the one thing that I hold to is peace, because that's the thing I like the most. Paradoxically, I'm in one of the most controversial and conflict-driven industries at the moment around masculinity, but
You look
I am
like
stepping away a little bit from
you
that.
look like you're holding your own in it anyway.
Yeah, I'm trying to go to a different level with it and not
Yeah.
engage in tear down culture
Oh,
or
okay.
response
Yes.
culture,
Yeah.
reactive
I hear
stuff.
that. I noticed on your website there was the Ronin,
Yeah,
and I've only got one tattoo. I noticed you've got quite a
yeah, I
few.
got a few.
Yeah. I've got one, and I was never going to get a tattoo. And I was in Thailand with a friend, and I walked into a shop and looked around, didn't really like anything. I was walking out, and the guy must have sensed something. And he pulled me back in. He goes, "Oh, I've got something in the back room. I'll bring it out." And he goes, I drew this up for someone else, but they didn't want it. And he pulled out, I'm like, I've got to have that.
Mm,
And it's Bushido, like the last samurai.
yeah,
And so I've got it tattooed here. And I didn't really know why I was drawn to it. It was still at the subconscious level. But having done more shadow work now, all the katana, all the swords are sheathed. So that they have the power to destroy and be destructive. So they have the monster, but the monster's tamed
yeah,
and it's controlled. And before I think that was probably a significant point in my life because that kind of put me in the direction of doing my shadow work. But I used to be a real pacifist, like so much peace being my highest value that I had no capacity for violence, even to defend myself or my loved ones.
mhm,
I would have just rolled over
yeah,
and then cursed that person's karma because, oh, well, if you're going to be violent, then, that'll. So then doing my shadow work, I discovered the monster in me
mm,
and I've cultivated that. And I love having that part of me. And, if see, like I'd say narcissists and these people and even violent people, like my dad, I'd say his monster, the monster in his shadow was unintegrated and untamed. So therefore it was, it spilled out
yeah,
everywhere. And so that monster has to be contained
yeah,
and that aggression channeled.
yeah.
So,
Stoicism,
yeah, stoicism. Yeah,
stoicism,
yeah, correct. And I think that is one of probably the highest of masculine traits because
containment.
yeah, containment.